Uh, Good evening. Hello, sir. So, I'm showing you the demo of one of the major tasks that I have already explained to you, and I'm showing you the demo of the same. So, I am logging into the development server where we can see the logs of all these application services, and I have already downloaded one test file which has a naming convention like this, and also I am showing you my code once again. Okay. So as a this is my Python code where I am using one Boto 3 library to interact with AWS software development kit. I have also imported HVAC library to interact with the Vault tool where we store the credentials of AWS, and now so I am taking the logs from this path, and the path is already mentioned here. So this is the path that I have defined in my Python code, right? And from this variable will store the vault URL, and this variable will store the vault namespace, and this variable that is the vault token will store the token once this April ID, in a simple meaning, this is the username and this is the password of the vault. So as we log in into the vault, we need these credentials, April ID and the secret ID, and the April ID and the secret ID is already defined, is already stored in the environment variables in the operating system itself. So I'm just passing his variable here, and os.environment.get command will fetch the value from the operating system, right? And then it will give us a token, and that token I am storing in that vault token variable, and then I am passing this token here to get access of the vault, right? And now I am storing the access key and the secret key of AWS in this variable, and then I am passing this variable value here in order to log in into the AWS. This part of the code performs basically the zipping of the file and compressing it, and this line of a code finally uploads the zip file to its S3, that is a simple storage service provided by the AWS in its bucket with the naming conventions such as first we need to have application logs, then we need to have the folder, then we need year, month, file, and then the in the zip format, right? So this is the one that will fetch, zip the file, and will push into the S3 bucket. So that was the code of this, and now when this code will be uploaded to the S3 bucket, after that this code will run and will delete all the files and the zip files that have already been uploaded to the S3 bucket, right? So just as a sample, I have already downloaded this test file. Okay, and these are the jobs. Development server, archive application logs. So this is my upstream job, and I have also this is my upstream job where it will be running every day at 11:30 a.m. IST timing, and this job will zip the log file of each service from this part, and then the zip file will be stored here. Okay, and then it will be pushed to the S3 bucket, and this is my downstream job where once this job gets success, I mean to say that once the logs are uploaded to the S3 bucket, then and then this job will run so as to delete the logs finally. Because what happens if this job gets failed? If this job gets failed, that means no logs will be then uploaded to the AWS bucket, and if this job gets run, then finally we will lose all the logs. So in order to prevent this, I have created this as an upstream job. If these logs if this job gets success, only then this downstream job will run, otherwise this won't be running. Right. So I have configured all the setup already here. I am triggering this job now. So this job is running. Okay, this job has been successfully run. Now this job has run now. Right, this is the timing of the development server, that is the UTC timing. This job has run now, and that is the 251. 251. Okay, so now we can go and check. Okay, so now we can see that there is no test file that I have already downloaded, because it has been already zipped and pushed to the simple storage service, admin operation service. We can check here. This is the bucket, application logs and admission operation service for year 2021. The month is April, and we can see this file test.txt, which has just been uploaded now. That is the 8:21, and okay, so this was the whole demo. One more thing, what happens if these jobs get failed? So how we as a DevOps engineer will come to know that this job has been failed? Any of this job, either upstream or either downstream job has been failed. So I have also integrated this job that as this job gets failed, it will then send an email. So I have already mentioned this. I've already configured this scenario. So I have already mentioned that if this job gets failed, then it will send an email notification on this email. Right, so I have configured in both this job. So also I can show you here. When I had created this whole scenario, I was also testing it side by side, so I can show you that demo. So this job has been failed, as you can see. Jenkins job development archive application logs has been failed. This is the job name, archive application logs failed. Archive application logs failed. Okay, just a second. this job has been filled, archive application logs. And what happens if this job fails? So there will also be an email notification on the configured email, and after that I have integrated that email with the Slack. We are using the Slack platform as our communication platform of our company, so we are getting all the notifications if anything goes wrong. So if this job gets filled, then we can have an alert here, and we can, according to that, we can take an action on this. So this job has been filled. Development archive application logs internal. Development archive application logs internal. So that is this whole scenario I have developed, and according to that we take actions upon the scenarios. So that is the whole thing, sir, I have developed. So yeah, so if these jobs get success, then there will be no notification, because we don't need any useless alerts, right? Only if this job gets filled, then it will post an notification here, post an email notification here that this job has been filled. Okay, so that's all from my side, sir. This was the whole demo. Okay, thank you, sir. Bye.